If you get the chance, you must do that. Because that is where you practice being brave. You practice feeling scared. You practice being brave. I was hopeless. When I was a schoolboy, I was as timid can be. I wasn't, why would you? It's like parachuting. Why would you jump out of an airplane which can land? You just sit in the seat and go back down. But it's the practice. In all that you do, in everything you do, you get good at it because you practice. And we have to practice being brave. Practice being courageous. You feel the feeling of being scared and experience, practice, physically making yourself brave. That's the challenge. Every day, I tell you every day, come jump. I just want to show you this. So what's the hard thing about being blind? Well, you tell me, what's the hard thing about being blind? Can't see. It's the obvious answer. Okay, in that, what's the hard thing about being that you can't see? It's the little things. It's the little things. So when you walk, you always know where your foot's going to land before it gets there. So you can see that there's a dog turd coming up, and you can step to the side, or whatever it is. Can you believe it? Literally, I stepped on a banana skin the other day. And it is as slippery as they say. So the hard thing, when you're blind, is that you have to learn to step without being able to see where your foot's going to land. And that's the really hard thing. And for Jimmy, he has to know that when he goes, I'm going to follow him, and I have to know that where he goes is going to be safe for me. And all of guide dogs, all the training, when Jimmy came to me, it took 5 weeks for me and for us two to learn to work together. And all it is me learning to walk by his side and him being confident that I'm going to go there. And me being confident that he's not going to take me somewhere. That he's always going to have this space on his right-hand side. And wherever I put my foot, when I land, I'll find that it's okay. It's not a hole. It's not a dog poo wall. It's not a banana skin. Lie down. So, and it's such a literal thing. So that act of, you do it often enough and you don't think that you need to be brave about it. But if I didn't take one step, I would go nowhere. And it's the same for you guys. So it's courage. Okay? For most people, patience is a time thing. But for me, what patience is when you experience the disappointment, how do you react? Is to get a grip of yourself and turn yourself around and then get yourself facing forward again so that you can go forward. And that's the patience. Not to just throw all your toys out the cot, not to stamp your foot. No. It does no good. Every now and then I walk into the wall. At home I don't use Jimmy, I don't use my white stick, I just walk around. I know where everything is. The walls don't move. But sometimes when I stand up, I don't turn exactly right. Occasionally I hit the wall. And it's so frustrating. Because when you walk, I never realized this, when you walk you lean slightly forwards, those of you who do physics will understand, and to get the force to make yourself go forward. And so when you hit the wall, it's normally with your forehead or your nose. Otherwise it's your toe. And it's sore. And it's irritating. And it's frustrating. And some days you just want to kick the wall. Or, you just feel like hitting it. But if you do hit the wall with your fist or your toe or your foot, it's just another part of you that's sore. And that's the patience. The patience is when you feel that frustration, is to get a grip and to stop yourself and to make yourself go again.
Have you been back to Zimbabwe since the end of the war?
Yes. So I did my PhD in computer science and then I went and taught at university. So I taught 5 years in Johannesburg, at the biggest university in South Africa. I love teaching, but if any of you want to be academics, university academics, it's a fascinating, because you can research anything you like, but academic egos are really challenging. And I still wanted to be a farmer. So when I was 35, and my dad was 65, I went back to start farming. So I went back to live in Zimbabwe as a farmer. And then in the year 2000, Mugabe started to kick all the whites off the farm for the land redistribution. You know, he had a point. Our forebears went there in the late 1800s, and so he was keen to give the land back to black Zimbabweans. I don't have a problem with that, except that he didn't pay me. So we lost our farm, we lost our business, we lost our homes. I went to teach in a school, and I quickly became the headmaster of this private school, independent school, and I loved that job. I've been lucky. I've loved all the work that I've done. I loved university teaching. I ran a university residence at the same time. 200 kids in first year university. You can imagine. But and then farming was my